What's up, Facebook? Welcome to Savor Borgata, the ultimate culinary experience. I'm your host, Nicole Gaffney, and I'm going to be taking you guys on an insider tour, showing you everything that's going down tonight. Now, Savor Borgata is in its 11th year, and it's really just a celebration of all things food. I mean, look around me right now. It is like a food festival on steroids. There's lots of different events that happen all throughout the weekend, and they all lead up to this, the main event, which is Savor Borgata, the ultimate food experience. Now, joining me right now, I have two people who make this event happen. They are very important. I have Becky Schultz, she's the Vice President of Food and Beverage here at Borgata, as well as Lauren TURENNE, she's our wine manager. Hi guys. Hey, what an incredible event we have tonight. This is absolutely amazing. So Becky, tell me what it is that makes Savor Borgata so special.
You know, it's funny you ask because I get asked that question a lot. And really, it's the only event that you can have so many fantastic iron chefs and chef partners under one roof. Anywhere in the country. I mean, really, it's so unique in that way, and in such an intimate setting. You know, especially right now. There's only 350 people here right now. You know, before we open the doors for the next big group to come in. So it's a lot of fun. It's hard work, but it's such a great part of what we do for our food and beverage program, and to celebrate that with our chefs and chef partners is really fantastic.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Now, Laura, how is wine going to play into tonight's festivities?
Well, you can't have food without wine. They kind of go hand in hand. So we literally have food from around the world, and we have wine from around the world. We've got New Zealand, we've got Italy, we've got all kinds of Washington, California, you name it, we've got it. German Riesling, a little bit of everything, so you can pair to your liking.
Awesome. Well, you guys are probably very busy, so I'm going to let you get back to work. Thank you so much for chatting with us for a little bit.
Thank you so much.
Of course. See you guys later.
All right, take care. Bye-bye.
You too. All right, now one of my favorite parts about Savor Borgata is that you get to mix and mingle with all kinds of different celebrity chefs, from Bobby Flay to Symon, Geoffrey Zakarian. Right back behind me is Izakaya, so everyone knows Michael Schulson. So many different celebrity chefs here tonight, and I'm about to try some of his food. So he has two different bao buns on the menu tonight. There's a Peking duck bao bun along with a pastrami bao bun, which is very intriguing. So let me get a taste of that. All right. This looks like the Peking duck here. I don't know even how I'm going to do this. This is not going to be elegant, but let's see. You see that right there? That is crispy duck skin. And I can't even begin to tell you how delicious that tastes. There's some cucumber on there, but my favorite part of a bao bun is that steamed bun. It's so soft, it practically melts in your mouth. Absolutely delicious. I think we have the pastrami one too. I'm really interested to try that, because a bao bun and pastrami, those aren't usually two things that you hear in the same sentence. And this definitely looks like, get a shot of that right there. This definitely looks like it's house cured pastrami, and I think that's everything bagel seasoning on the bun right there, which is one of my favorites. I love an everything bagel. All right, let me see. That's crazy. That's like a Jewish deli and a Japanese restaurant had a baby, and I'm into it. I'm really into it. Now, a little bit earlier today, I had a chance to sit down with Michael and talk a little bit about his menu. He's doing a couple different things this year, so I'm going to let you guys take a look at that. Hi, Michael.
What's going on?
All right, so in previous years at the main event at Savor, you guys have always served hand-rolled sushi. Now this year you're switching it up a little bit. You're serving two different kinds of bao buns. Tell me about why you made the change.
I think after 11 years of doing the same thing, it was kind of time to change. And we're a little slow to the draw and change, but we did it, and now we're good. We're going to do something totally different. We're going to do two different kinds of bao buns. We're going to do a duck, and we're going to do a pastrami.
What was the inspiration behind the pastrami? That's super unique, definitely not traditional for a bao bun.
That's kind of what we like to do. We like to take a traditional item, which is a bao bun, and do like our unique twist on it. So we think it'll be fun.
Well, I can't wait to try it. So this is your 10-year birthday at Izakaya. Happy birthday.
Thanks a lot. I appreciate that. I think I was like 12 years old when we started, so that would put me at like, what, 22?
Well, you look great for your age.
Awesome.
So tell me about the evolution of Izakaya, about the menu, the restaurant, everything.
So when we first opened Izakaya, everyone had no idea what a Japanese pub was. It was just, nobody really knew about robotiyaki, sushi really wasn't that popular.
Yeah.
And now we're 10 years later and it's like the norm. So now we get to push the envelope a little bit more, do some use.
All right, so next up, I'm gonna walk over to Bobby Flay's station, which is just over here. Now, if you haven't been to Bobby Flay Steak before, it's definitely a fan favorite here at Borgata. It's like a classic steakhouse, but with Bobby Flay's signature twist. So it's definitely a little bit more modern, it's a lot more flavorful. You're gonna find all your classic steakhouse cuts, filet mignon, ribeye, New York strip, but they're all gonna have that signature Bobby Flay twist. You know, they're all gonna have a lot more flavor, definitely gonna have some different textural elements going on. They're just gonna be a lot more fun. So, fun fact for you guys, I met Bobby a few years ago when I was on season 10 of Food Network Star, and Bobby was one of my mentors / judges, and we've been able to stay in touch ever since. Bobby's a really great guy, I know him personally, and I can't wait to try some of his food right now. So, where's my food, guys? I'm hungry. Let's see, so this is beef tenderloin, AKA filet mignon. And I know that's done like in a Korean style. It looks really good, smells really good. And it tastes really good too. I probably shouldn't have taken that whole bite on camera, but it's too delicious not to. I'm gonna finish chewing on this, but a little earlier today I sat down with Bobby and asked him a bunch of questions about what's going on in his life, including his recent travel to Italy. So you guys take a look at that. Hey Bobby.
Hi.
Great to see you.
Good to see you too.
So you're making beef tenderloin for tonight's event. Tell me how you're preparing it and why you think it's going to win.
So tonight's dish is, well, the last few years I have to say that I kind of went away from serving steak because it almost seemed too obvious that it was Bobby Flay steak, but everybody's like, wait a minute, it's Bobby Flay steak, you have to serve a steak. So I'm serving steak tonight, it's filet, but it's a steak that you can't get in Bobby Flay steak. So I always want to do something a little bit different. You can always come here and eat the dishes off the menu, but tonight we're serving a Korean-inspired filet mignon. So it's got some gochujang, and I'm sure that's not the right pronunciation, but basically it's like a spicy Korean red pepper paste that I am just obsessed with, and that's going to be glazed on top of the filet, and then there's going to be like a Korean slaw to go on top. It's basically one bite on a skewer.
Sounds delicious. I can't wait to try it. All right, Bobby, it's no secret that you're a huge fan of horse racing. Have you had a chance to place any bets on Borgata's new race and sportsbook yet?
No, I have not, although it's Saturday night, which means tomorrow's Sunday, which means it's football time.
Absolutely.
So I think I'm going to have to wake up early and hit the race and sportsbook. I have placed many bets on horse racing in the same room, but now that there's sports, I'm even more excited.
And who are you rooting for?
The Giants, which means I'm going to lose.
All right, now you just spent 5 weeks, was it? A good month in Rome, along with your cat, Nacho Flay, the insta-famous Nacho Flay.
Yes.
So how did that affect your cooking? I'm sure you took a lot of influence from that. And can we expect to see any of that on your menu here at Bobby Flay Steak?
Well, I think, I love Roman food, and I got to live there for 5 weeks, sort of like a local.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think anybody was mistaking me for being a native of Rome while I was there, but I really kind of just lived sort of the everyday life of getting up in the morning, going to work out. I went to school every day, and of course I ate tons of great food. And so of course somebody who does this for a living is going to be inspired by something like that, and for sure. So the lunch that that we cook today is all sort of Roman inspired. The special lunch we cook today, and my chefs and my cooks even my servers are saying, like, we're starting to see a lot of sort of Roman or Italian dishes kind of sneak into the menu. And listen, I'm a huge fan, so it's going to happen.
All right, can't wait to try it.
Yeah.
Thanks, Bobby. We'll see you
pleasure.
tonight.
All right.
Okay, so one of the coolest things, in my opinion, about Savor Borgata is that you get to actually mix and mingle with the celebrity chefs. I mean, look who's behind me, you guys. Wolfgang Puck. This guy is a legend, not only here at Savor Borgata, not only in America, but around the entire world. And my favorite part about Wolfgang Puck is that not only is he respected by people, he's respected by chefs, and that's a really big deal. So joining me right here is Anthony Santiago. He's the general manager of Wolfgang Puck's American Grill. What do you have for me today?
So tonight, actually, we're going to be serving American Wagyu steak. So we've been doing this. So last year we did a Szechuan Wagyu. This year we're going to be doing a Wagyu as well. We're cooking it rare to mid-rare, perfect temperature that we prefer. Going to be done with a port wine reduction glaze that we've done this year versus Szechuan. A little bit sweeter. Going to really kind of bring the guests into our flavor profile. Walk them into fall, kind of the winter flavor profiles. On the side, we're doing a traditional nudie. It's going to be an Italian ricotta dumpling with a truffle butter sauce that we're actually working on and we'll be serving in the restaurant all day today. And guests are loving it. They're eating it up. It's probably one of our favorite dishes we've done for Savor Borgata.
Well, it looks and sounds incredible. I can't wait to dig in. But now, you guys are the reigning champions. You took home the trophy last year for Best Dish at Savor. So I'm going to pass this microphone over to you while I dig into that. Absolutely. I want you to tell me why you guys think your dish is going to take it home tonight.
Absolutely. So wait, we also have our Wolfgang puck cab. You have to have that as well. I'm going to hold that for you while you go. So when I think, listen, we took it last year. It was the first year that we took it from Old Homestead. We were very proud of that. We have a lot of pride in what we do culinarily and our beverage side. And you know what? When you work for somebody like Wolfgang and you have a pride in what you do, there's just a lot of passion that goes into the cooking and what we do every day. Work's not work when it's fun. And that's why we think it translates into what we do every day. And I think we're really going to take that trophy home again today just because we're doing life. We're cooking life here.
Well, let me just say, this is phenomenal. You guys definitely have a good chance of taking it home again, but you got some stiff competition. I'm not going to lie. You really do. Thank you so much. I'm going to take that wine with me if you don't mind. I'm going to pass that back to you. And all right, from here, we're going to go keep walking, okay? Let's take it over here to the spice ball. All right, so there's lots of stuff going on here. It's not just about food, you guys. It's about wine, obviously. It's also about the entertainment. We've got an incredible band on stage right now. We've got the American Bombshells who are doing their thing. We've got characterists who can draw really cool pictures of you. We've also got fortune tellers. There's all kinds of really cool stuff like acrobatists. Just, I wish you could be here to see everything. It's really, really incredible. Now, what you can do at home is you can check out all of our social media. We are at Borgata AC. You can check us out on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. We're all over the place, so you can keep up with everything that we're doing. And if you're at the event, be sure to hashtag all of your pictures with Borgata AC. I'm sorry, hashtag them with hashtag Savor Borgata. And if you aren't here at the event, you can also look up that hashtag and be able to see everything. So now we're going to keep walking, and we're going to go to Chef Michael Symon's. I'm going to try Michael Symon's food next, but he's actually all the way across the room. So I sat down with Michael Symon earlier today, and we had a chance to talk all about his food. He had some really interesting stuff to say. So you guys check that out while I make the trek. Hey, Michael.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Fantastic.
All right, so for tonight's main event, you're making a homemade cavatelli with a broken meatball sauce.
Yes.
How does that differ from, say, a traditional meat sauce?
Well, you know, when I was growing up as a kid, my mom would always make, you know, like a big pot of sauce.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes it had sausage, sometimes it had meatballs, sometimes it had ribs, sometimes it had pork butt. But when she would make a lot of meatballs, our favorite thing was always the next day, where the meatballs were in the sauce and people had kind of taken all the perfectly round meatballs, and some of the ones had just kind of broken down into the sauce, got cracked, busted, whatever, and my mom would always make us cavatelli with that kind of broken up meatball sauce in it. So we always thought it was like a broken meatball sauce. It was an accident that turned into something delicious, and sometimes those are the best dishes.
Always. So this dish is coming straight from Mom.
Straight from Mom.
Okay, so I know you love to cook with fresh ingredients, and you're also a gardener.
Yes.
So that's one of my favorite things about you, is that you love to garden. I think that's awesome. So as a gardener, how has that really shaped you as a cook?
You know, I think it's really made me appreciate product. I mean, I think chefs always appreciate product, but when you start it as a seed and you grow it and then you pick it, it just makes you respect everything more, you know, as a cook. Like, you're more aware of making sure stuff doesn't get thrown out, the freshness of it. It makes you realize the difference between when, the example I always use, because I think a lot of people have experienced it, when you pull a tomato off a tomato plant and it's warmed by the sun and you take a bite of it, it tastes nothing like the tomato that came off a day, 2 days, or forget the ones that are in the grocery store for 3 weeks. You know, so one, it just gives you a great connection to the product, and I always think it makes you respect the product a little more because you went through the process.
what was your best crop from this past season, and what was the best thing you cooked with it?
Best crop is I had a bad tomato year. I will say
that's
that.
a bummer.
I had a bad tomato year, but I
it
had
happens.
a fantastic eggplant year. I grew like 4 or 5 different varieties of eggplant. So I made a lot of eggplant dishes. Whether they were just, I had these beautiful baby white eggplants that we were just splitting and hatching and putting on the grill, grilling them very quick. With just like a little pepper, tomato, relish, and fresh basil on top with extra virgin olive oil. Super simple, but we kind of ate it all summer.
I love it.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
See you tonight.
I'm ready.
All right, so the greatest thing about Savor Borgata is that you get to try different food from really all around the world. We've already tried Japanese, Korean influence. We've had some Italian/French at Wolfgang Puck, but we're here with Michael Symon. His restaurant Angeline here at Borgata is known for Italian food. It's the food that he grew up eating. Angeline is his mom. It's named after her, which just really speaks to my heart. So I'm gonna give his dish a taste right now. Now this is the broken meatball sauce that he told you guys about with cavatelli. The cavatelli is cooked perfectly. I love that so much. Take a look at this. Let me move my fork. Do you see that? And those broken bits of meatball up there, and the fresh basil just puts, it's like the icing on the cake for a nice dish of pasta, you know what I mean? I'm gonna take another bite of this. I love it so much. All right. I'm actually going to enjoy the rest of this if you guys don't mind. In the meantime, I'm going to throw you over to the interview I did earlier today with Geoffrey Zakarian. I had a chance to talk to him about everything he's up to these days. So
Well, we're doing a little Moroccan dish, very spicy Moroccan dish. I'm not going to tell you the exact name because that's part of my ploy. And why am I going to win? Well, I think that when a lot of people, when they compete in that sort of the event space, it's to get food out fast. It's a bit more work for this kind of food, but I think the reward is like this incredible, unctuous, flavorful Middle Eastern spices. I'm Middle Eastern, so I'm really going back to the roots. So tomorrow is going to be my roots.
I love it. Now you're definitely known for cooking with really simple, approachable ingredients.
Yes.
What ingredient do you think is the most underutilized and why?
Oh my God, there's so many underutilized ingredients. I think that in general, people respond to good technique. They don't know why. So if you sear a steak well, or if you get a nice crisp skin on a chicken or a fried chicken, or if you understand how to caramelize an onion or use vinegar, that's what people really, really respond well to. They don't know why. So it's really simple stuff. It's not a particular ingredient, more or less a technique. I think it all comes back to really solid cooking foundations, and so we try to do that. So we really pride ourselves in having a chef in Hector that really can make a great taco and knows all the buttons to push and make people like, wow, this is really yummy and delicious. So, you know, it's sweet, sour, salty, the whole thing that works in your mouth, and we just try to do that. So it's not one ingredient, it's just understanding how to make something correct, whether it's an omelet or a sandwich. And simple stuff really goes a long way.
Absolutely, I couldn't agree more. Thank you so much for
My
chatting
pleasure.
with us.
Thank you.
Okay, perfect. All right, I'm so excited to be here at the Sunroom Station. If you guys have never been to the Sunroom before, I think it's like the best kept secret of the Borgata, because I probably shouldn't even be telling you guys this. It's located within the Water Club, and it's the best little spot to go and get a snack, a cocktail. It's just a lot of fun, and between you and me, it's never as crowded as the rest of Borgata, so you can always sneak in and get a table. Now, Geoffrey Zakarian is the executive chef of the Water Club. He created the menu for the sunroom and for the in-room dining. You guys heard him talk a little bit about the dish that he made today, and I'm gonna take a bite right now. Oh my gosh. So I don't think he actually told you what it was. This is Moroccan lamb, and Geoffrey does have Middle Eastern roots. Look at this. This is like falling apart. This is a good one, you guys. A lot of flavor going on here.
Yeah, I know. It's really good, right?
It's
You
okay.
gonna vote for me?
It's okay. No, it's actually really good. We've got some almonds.
What happens?
Some pomegranate.
This is.
Are these pickles?
No, that's a carrot.
It's not pickled?
No, it's
Oh,
roasted.
I'm disappointed.
But this is what we do here. This is like very Middle Eastern, Armenian. So the theme is sort of Morocco, but not really. But lamb is where it's at, right?
It's got a nice spice to it, too.
Yeah. So we're very happy about this.
You think you're going to win tonight?
Of course I'm going to win tonight. Come on.
I'm rooting for you, Geoffrey.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much.
Bye.
All right. Okay, I'm going to take another bite of this because I actually really do like it a lot. There's some really good saffron rice in there, too, which is awesome. Okay, now let's take it over to Old Homestead. Everybody knows Old Homestead and loves Old Homestead. It's like the classic steakhouse that we have here at Borgata. You know, we have Bobby Flay Steakhouse, which is sort of a modern take on a steakhouse, but if you're looking for just the classic steak, oh, I'm trying to walk backwards. It's not really working out for me right now. Oh, hi there. What's your name? Doesn't have a name. She is a vegetable garden, it looks like. See, this is the kind of stuff that you run into at Savor Borgata. There's like a surprise around every corner. And I mean, look what we have over here. We have like some kind of a belly dancer. Hi there. What are you doing here?
I'm here with the Moroccan lamb for Geoffrey.
I see. So this is the Moroccan theme. I love it. You look beautiful. Okay, so let's get back to Old Homestead. I'm really excited to try their dish tonight. So they've got, it's kind of like a play on surf and turf. Hi there. Hi, this is Greg Sherry. He's one of the restaurateurs here along with his brother Mark. Nice to see you.
Hi, nice to see you again.
Are you going to feed me? You
Come on.
promised. You promised you would feed me. Hi, Chef. Nice to see you. Great. So, tell me what this is.
Lobster bisque. And then we have a grilled cheese with prime rib on it.
They're calling this the block and the dock. You want to take the mic? Yeah. You talk a little bit while I...
Okay, so we have a beautiful young lady here that's going to be trying some food. And tell me what you think. I mean, be careful, it's hot. Welcome.
God, I can see the steam coming off.
I want to welcome you to the Savor Borgata event here. Is this your first time here? No, you've been here many, many times. Well, I have to tell you, being with all these folks, it's an honor, it's a pleasure. 12 years, 15 years. I'm here 15 years. This event's 12 years.
You celebrated your 15th birthday here this year, as did Borgata. Happy
15
birthday.
years, and I had the honor of having Mr. Barry Manilow perform for me. So it was a great honor. And it's more of an honor than watching you devour my sandwich. How do you like
well,
this?
It's absolutely delicious. Now, you can hold it. I'm going to finish that as soon as we cut to the clip. We actually had a chance to catch up earlier. I'm glad I got to see you again. But why don't you guys take a look at our conversation, and we are going to keep catching up a little bit more, and I'm going to finish that.
Okay, enjoy.
All right, I'm here with Greg and Marc Sherry of the Old Homestead. Now, you guys both celebrated your 15th anniversary here, as well as the Borgata. What did you guys do to celebrate?
Well, we were honored by the Borgata. They came to us and said, who would you like to perform? We said, Barry Manilow. We had Barry Manilow perform for 2 nights upstairs, part of our 15th anniversary.
That's unbelievable. So tonight at Savor, you guys are going to be serving something called the block and the dock, which is a ribeye grilled cheese served with lobster bisque. How did you come up with that name?
Well, think about it. It's a chopping block to see, but it's actually a creation of our chef, Romeo De Bono, who's been with us since day one, 15 years for him as well. And it's a great, great combination, something different. And I think the people attending are going to love it.
I think so too. It sounds unbelievable. So what do you guys think makes Savor Borgata so special?
Well, it's my favorite weekend of the year because I'm surrounded with some of the greatest chefs and greatest talent in the world. And who doesn't appreciate great talent? But you know what? We're there for the competition. So make no mistake about it. We're going to try to win this again. But being with Bobby Flay and Michael Symon and such great, great celebrity chefs makes it an honor. It makes it a great, great weekend.
Now, Old Homestead is all about beef, beef, and more beef. Out of all the different cuts you guys could have chosen for tonight's dish, why did you pick ribeye?
Well, we are in the prime rib capital of the world. That's what Old Homestead was we're noted for. So we figured we want to do a little twist on it, change it up a little bit. Our customers love our prime ribs, so we figured we'd give them a little taste with a little different flair, and I think you're going to love it.
Thank you. Well, you guys are 3-time winners of Savor Borgata. We hope you can bring the trophy home again tonight. Thanks.
Thank you.
You guys, look who I ran into. It's my friend Chef David.
Hey,
Hi, David. I'm good. How are you?
Spectacular.
What did you make for us tonight? David is the executive assistant pastry chef here at Borgata.
Yes.
Did I get that right?
Close.
Okay, close enough. What did you make? I mean, this display is incredible.
So we have some chocolate bonbons. They're beautifully with the cocoa butter. We have some chocolate bark, and my favorite, the mango passion fruit pâte de fruit.
Ooh, pâte de fruit sounds so fancy.
Yeah.
What is that?
Pâte de fruit. And it's a pectin-based.
It's kind of like a gummy?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm into it.
Delicious.
All right, I'm about to try that because that sounds right up my alley. Will you try something with me?
Sure. Bark.
Cheers.
Cheers.
It has been so much fun showing you guys everything here that's going down at Savor Borgata tonight. I'm having a blast. Are you having fun?
A blast.
What is not to love about this event? You guys at home can check out more of what's going on tonight. Follow us everywhere at Borgata AC. Also look up the hashtag Savor Borgata to check out everything that's happening tonight. And don't forget to tune in a little bit later. We're going to be announcing the winner of the whole night. You know these chefs, they love to be competitive, so it's all about who's going to take home that trophy tonight. It has absolutely been a blast. I love you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we will see you next time. This is incredible, by the way. I love it.